Good afternoon and welcome back to another video with a guy and his projects. Today we are working on a 2019 Ford F-250 6.2 liter 4x4 yada yada, no idea, keep on going. We have a thermostat problem allegedly and we are going to work on fixing that today. This truck is a gas 6.2 liter. The thermostat looks super easy to access. Looks can be deceiving. I'm hoping they're not because it's late tonight and I got a buddy here to help. So hopefully it's quick, hopefully it's easy. Remember, I am not an official mechanic. I'm not ASE certified. I am not anything. Just a guy that knows how to do things. So we're going to do it. First off, I want to show you what's on the computer, show you the code it's throwing, and then we're going to do the job and follow along. Let's go. Let's get this thing powered on. Alright, so we're just going to get ignition power here, and then we're going to do some auto scan. It's going to read the VIN. Why it takes so long, I have no idea, but this is the Top Don Phoenix Elite 2 Plus, something like that or another. I will link it in Amazon down below. It was actually fairly affordable when you're looking at diagnostic tools. If you buy stuff on Amazon that I link, I make money and you get stuff, so win-win. Alright, so we're going to go in here to scan. Alright, so on this, we're not going to go through all this stuff. It's kind of fun, kind of cool, whatever. We are going to go to the PCM because I know there's a code in there. We're going to go enter. We're going to see what kind of information it has for us. Alright, we're going to read the fault code. Alright, so here's what we got. We got a P0128 cylinder head temperature sensor out of self-test range. That means nothing to us right now because the engine is cold. But over here, the P0128 is coolant thermostat, coolant temperature under thermostat regulating temperature, and essentially we are going to replace the thermostat and see where that gets us. So that's what we're reading. We're going to go ahead and get out of here for now, and we are going to get into the engine bay. First thing we're going to do, I'm going to put a drip tray down there. We are going to make a mess. I'm not draining the radiator. You might make less of a mess if you drain the radiator, but you're probably still going to make yourself a mess if you're a DIY guy and don't have fancy tools. I'm the kind of guy that I just accept the mess and do my best to mediate the mess. We're probably going to miss where this hits, but we're going to try. We're just going to slide that under there and hope it's in the right spot. I'm going to get my new thermostat, my new O-ring ready to go in case this stuff gushes out. See how fast we can put it in there. I will link these parts down below on Amazon. If you click on my links and buy stuff, doesn't even have to be these. I make money and you get stuff. There's a thermostat. I believe this is a 195 degree system, but don't take my word for that. So you can pick these up at most auto parts stores. I don't actually know what they're called. I'm assuming they're just hose pliers. I'm gonna kind of stick these over there. This is not gonna 100% seal it, but it will hopefully seal it a little bit, at least just to keep it from gushing. We are not going to take off the hose. We're just going to take it straight off the thermostat housing from the block. That's an 8mm socket. You might need a wrench. I'm not sure if we might have to remove a thing or two. We'll see. But we're going to start with this guy. Well, if I can reach it. Okay, I changed my mind. We're going to reposition this guy down here a little bit. Alright, so for this bolt on this side, I've got about a 3-inch extension on my 8mm deep socket. That lets us get in here. So I want to get that broken loose, and that's as far as I'm going on that one. On the other side, I don't even know what that looks like because I can't see it, but going for this guy. Oh yeah, I bet you I drop a thing or two here. It looks so open here, it's so crowded. Let's see, right there. Alright, so that's just a short 8mm 5/16. I'm using a 5/16 because I don't got a short 8. Oh man, I didn't hear it hit the ground yet. Gonna be one of them guys. Alright, so you will lose a little coolant as this comes off. We've already accepted that. That's why we put the drain plug down there. It's probably going to pour out when we actually knock this loose. For now, we're just getting a little bit. There's number one. Alright, so now I'm breaking out my flex head wrench, ratchet wrench. And I'm just going to squeeze in there 1/8 of a turn at a time. There we go. So now we're going to take this off. We're going to make that mess we were talking about. Just going to point this up in the air somewhere, like so. Alright, so there's our thermostat. You want to pay attention to where the bubble relief is. So that's facing right now, it's facing this coil over here. And then this is a Ford part. It looks different than the one in there, so I'm wondering if somebody might have replaced that one at some point. But we're going to try and get it in with the relief in the exact same spot as the other one, which will be just like this. And we're going to try to do that quickly. When we pull this up, it's going to dump a little bit. Alright, so I got my new one ready. I'm just going to grab a pick, try to peel this one out. Might help to get the O-ring out first. There it goes. The O-ring was holding it. I'm going to push that one in. Try and save some of the mess. Hold that. Get your O-ring in place. I know a lot of people like to put some coolant or some grease on those, but you're kind of dipping this straight in the coolant right now. Take our hose, and we're going to try and get that set in place. Just like so, and I think we've scathed through with a minimal mess. We're not done yet though. Get the easier bolt in first, if you cannot drop it. Oh. Why? Get it to a point where you're not cross-threading it. I know you guys can't see much, sorry. We'll get this one finger tight. Please don't drop this one, Jeremy. Put this one in. Oh, find the hole, in the hole. Right there. Okay. Oh, I hate it when you get that into a hard part to reach. Turn this backwards. Alright, we're going to do 1 lonely 16th of a turn by 1 lonely 16th of a turn to tighten this up. Alright, so whatever combination of tools you find work, the ratchet wrench, 8mm, and a ratchet with a 8-inch extension seem to work best for me to get this done. We're going to tighten these to 89 inch-pounds, which is right there. If you don't believe me, listen to the click. Listen. See, that's 89 inch-pounds. So that one's torqued. We did the same thing over here. See, listen. There you go. Torqued. At this point, we'll release our hose clamp. We'll let the air go in. There is going to be an air bubble in here now. Only in the hose side till the thermostat opens. And then that should push the coolant out. The bubble should end up in here. You can see, actually it might be out because this was at the max almost before. So we're just going to go ahead and top this off. Alright, so we're just going to top this off all the way back up to the max. Yeah, we lost more than I realized. Didn't think we lost that much. Okay, we're going to go right on the max, maybe even a little bit above the line to make up for whatever air bubble is going to come out. We're going to put this guy back on here. So let me grab my tools. We'll go clear the code on the truck. And that's about it. We'll let it run until the thermostat opens. It's a 195 degree thermostat, so you got to let the truck warm all the way up, and then that thermostat will open. It should purge this air out of here. You could vacuum it out. I'm not going to do that, but you could if you really wanted to. I think we're going to be good. Let me clean up my tools and we'll go back inside. All right, we're going to read the fault code. I think we're just going to retrieve the codes, and that's our coolant thermostat. We are going to clear DTC's diagnostic trouble codes, and yes, we're going to clear the fault memory. It's completed, and now we're clear and clean, which means we should be good to start the thing. So we're just going to go back home here just for fun and start her up. Make sure the engine light is actually off and it's not some kind of a hard code. That's cool, your screen even tells you engine on like you wouldn't know or something. Alright, so the engine light was over here on the odometer or speedometer. It is off right now. We just cleared it, that's good, but it does mean it wasn't an extremely hard code. We're gonna let this run until we get to 195 degrees on the thermostat. It opens, and then we can check our coolant and just make sure it's still full, and we'll be good to go. I'm assuming that was the hood just latching itself. That is all it takes to replace the thermostat on your 2019, which is probably, I don't know what the range is, 2017 through 2022, something like that. Pretty much the 6.2 liter Ford. That is how you replace the thermostat. Let me rephrase that. That is how I replace the thermostat. This is a DIY endeavor. Do as you please, follow me as you wish. If your engine blows up, your problem, not mine. I'm not paying for it. You are, or somebody is, but not me. That's what I know. Guys, I will link the thermostat, the O-ring, the tool I use, all that I will link down in the description below, as well as the computer, the tablet I use for hooking into the OBD system. Click the links, buy things. If you'd like to donate to keep projects coming, I have PayPal and Zelle links down below as well. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you later. Adios.